By the end of this video, you will have learned everything you need to know about the hero. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's start off with the fact. Stephen Grant has an identity disorder. His mind switches between Stephen Grant and Marc Spector. Now, Stephen is just a normal guy trying to live a normal life. However, Marc is a mercenary and assassin who is obviously a very different character to Stephen. Whenever Stephen goes to sleep, he unknowingly becomes Marc Spector, who goes out and does his things at night. Now, people who suffers from an identity disorder doesn't remember anything that happens while their alternate self is in control. Hence, during the night when Stephen is supposed to be sleeping and Marc takes over, he doesn't know what happens and ends up having a really bad sleeping issue where he doesn't even know what is real and what is a dream. Now, in the comics, an archaeologist uncovered the statue of Khonshu, who is an Egyptian god of the moon. The statue was found in the tomb of a pharaoh known as Seti, and a person called Raoul Bushman, who was an ally of Marc Spector, raided the site and killed the archaeologist. Marc wasn't happy with Raoul's choices, which left him stranded in the desert to die, where he made his way to the tomb and died in front of the statue of Khonshu. There he was resurrected by the god, and in exchange he will be serving the moon god and carrying out his will, hence the hero Moon Knight. Now in the show, Marc touches the statue of Khonshu, which Stephen obviously isn't aware of, and they ended up cursed and later possessed by the moon god, who grants Marc and Stephen the power to become a full-on Egyptian ninja with increased strength during nights with a full moon, being able to see visions and dreams considering the future, along with the ability to drain another person's life just by touching them. This is from the comics. Hopefully we can see the same thing in live action as well. Oh, and he also has a crescent-shaped weapon which he keeps strapped to his chest as seen in this shot here. So now we know all about the hero. What about the villains? Well, Moon Knight's main villain is his brother Randall Spector, who is known as the Shadow Knight. He for the most part works with Moon Knight, but he decides to betray him and tries to take over. His powers are similar to Moon Knight's, with the exception that he can emit energy blasts from his eyes, which can be very possible in the show now, as we see Moon Knight has these glowing eyes and the Shadow Knight can have a similar feature. We also have Anton Mogart, who is known as Midnight Man, making an appearance in the show, which, before we continue, let's pay our respects to his actor Gaspard Ulliel, as he died within a day of the trailer release in a skiing accident. So Midnight Man is supposed to be a mass criminal who always struck at midnight. And his other main villain is Raoul Bushman, who, as mentioned before, is a mercenary also used to work with Marc and becomes jealous of Marc getting the spirit of Khonshu when it was supposed to be his. However, we have no idea yet if we will see Bushman in the MCU, as the only confirmed villain so far is Shadow Knight and Midnight Man. Oh, and by the way, if you are enjoying the video so far, then make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, or else Khonshu will haunt you in your sleep. However, another character that is confirmed to be in the show is Sharon Carter, which, as we know from the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that she is the power broker and holds a high authority in Madripoor, and the series ended with her mentioning that she has plans against the government. So we have no idea how she will be connected to Moon Knight. However, like everything in the MCU, it will be something to look forward to. Hey everyone, Editor Synagard talking. I just rechecked the cast list, and the actor of Sharon Carter has been removed from the list, and now Donna and Raoul Bushman have been added to the list. We don't know why they've removed Sharon from the main characters list, maybe because they want to keep it a surprise for us, but now it is confirmed that we will be getting Raoul Bushman. Back to the video. Moon Knight is all about Egyptian mythology, as his whole thing is to carry out the plans of the Moon God Khonshu, which means if we get one Egyptian god, we are bound to get the whole thing. So we may expect to see more Egyptian gods, creatures and legends be explored throughout the show as Moon Knight discovers more about himself. Some of these gods may be Anubis, Thoth and Ammit, which were all referenced in the trailer. And now that you have a good idea of who and what Moon Knight is, you can now watch this video here where I show you every single hidden detail that you missed in the trailer, as well as going really in depth to everything we see here.